Greetings, my name is Troll and today we're going to explain monsters. Which ones to kill, which ones to avoid, and how to tell a good monster from a bad one, as well as some tips and tricks that will help us get as much as possible out of the monsters we kill, for as little effort as possible. First, we need to address the elephant in the room. What monsters you kill is greatly dependent on how much you coin. Someone that spends a lot of money in this game can kill every monster indiscriminately, as they never run out of stamina. Their only concern will be to kill the biggest things first. For the rest of us, this video will help us get the most out of the stamina that we do have, and maybe a cheeky way or two of how to earn more of it. Each monster has 3 properties that help us determine if we want to kill it or not. First, does it give something you want? Second, is it hard to kill? And third, does it cost a lot of stamina? Well, there are indeed sub-monsters that aren't particularly interesting to kill at all, regardless of what level. Others might differ between the levels. At the time of recording this video, it is email day, so we might as well use them as an example. Emus are one of the best monsters in the game to kill, due to the large amount of resources per box. An emu 4, for example, gives 2.4 million resources, while only having a power of 206 million and costing 40 stamina to kill. For comparison, an Amit gives a very similar amount of resources at 2.5 million per kill, but has nearly 4 times the power at 800 million and costs 50 stamina to kill, 25% more than that Emu 4. So while these two monsters give roughly the same amount of resources, it is clear that the Emu is a much more preferable kill, being far more accessible to players with lower buffs, as well as being cheaper on the stamina. Not to mention the tactic scrolls. One thing to note is that the 2 lowest levels of any event monster, regardless of what event, are almost universally not worth killing. Besides not usually giving the resources that each monster is famous for, like Source of Life for Sphinxes, Tactic Scrolls for Pans and Emirs. They, generally speaking, also provide such low resource yields, or in the case of Pans, speed-ups, that wasting time and stamina on killing them is never worth it. For reference, while neither give tactic scrolls, an Emir 2 gives 800,000 resources, while an Emir 3 gives 2 million. That is a 250% increase in rewards from one level. This is pretty much universal across all monsters, with level 3 being the spot where rewards really start being worth your time and effort. An exception would be Sphinxes that start giving Source of Life at level 4. And honestly, the only reason to kill Sphinxes is if you need Source of Life, or due to the exceptional bout of boredom while Netflix is down. Although you always want to get at least some Sphinx kills in due to the 10 lessons you can get each day from them. There are, however, 2 tragically underpowered monsters in this game, regardless of level, that simply are not worth your time killing unless you are drowning in stamina and possessed of exceptional patience. Those are lava turtles and golems. Their rewards are identical and atrocious. They give neither a special item you can't get elsewhere like the Sphinxes do, nor an even acceptable amount of resources. Even at 1.5 billion power, a level 7 turtle or golem is outclassed in the resource department by a 120 million power Emir 3. And with identical stamina costs, golems and turtles are just a quick way to run out of stamina, just to be left with less than half of what you could have had. Witches and Warlords, on the other hand, are exceptional monsters and should be a top priority to kill during Sphinx event in the weekend and on Wednesdays when there are no events on. I've yet to mention Hydras at all, and there's a good reason for that. Hydras are an entirely different monsters from all the others. while every other monster is evaluated and graded based on how much they give us in return for the stamina we invest in killing them. Hydras are the only monster that you can earn stamina from killing, using a method I will reveal shortly. You see, Hydras cost the most stamina in the game, with the highest level outclassing all other monsters in stamina cost, with 60 and 70 stamina per kill, with the highest other being 50 for something like a Pan 7 or an Amit. But Hydras are also the only monster that reliably drop chips for the Wheel of Fortune, with 500 chips from level 1 or 2, 1000 from level 3 and 1500 from level 4 and above. The Wheel of Fortune has a chance to give stamina items when you spin. This chance is high enough that it is possible to earn more stamina than you spend on killing a monster, using 2 or technically 3 specific generals: Sanada Yakimura and Nathaniel Green, but you can also use Spartacus instead of Sanada. All of them are available in the tavern. What makes this general so unique is that, as you can see here, on Green's main skill, they reduce the stamina cost of killing a monster. Sanada also provides us with some double drop, and the combination is what ties it all together. Spartacus provides the exact same benefits to you as Sanada, but Sanada helps the rally setter debuff the monster a bit, allowing them to kill bigger monsters. Green provides a 25% cost reduction, and Sanada gives another 10 for a total of 35%, or 1/3. This means that a 30 stamina monster now only costs 20 stamina to kill, drastically increasing our efficiency and allowing us to kill a lot more monsters without running out of stamina. When you apply this combination to Hydras, the stamina return from the Wheel of Fortune is greater than the stamina spent on killing them. Meaning that while we spend stamina in the moment, when we go to then spin the wheel, we end up with more stamina than we had when we started. It's worth mentioning that the primary Hydras for earning stamina are Hydra 3 and 4, as they have the greatest ratio of chips to stamina cost, while the higher Hydras, as well as Hydra 1, roughly break even, meaning that they might not be big stamina earners, but they are effectively free to kill. The only requirements for this method is that your Sanada needs to have 3 orange stars to unlock all of the double drop and stamina cost reductions from his main skill, and he needs to have a courageous dragon ring equipped and Green as his assistant. By using this combination and being active on Hydra days, which is Monday and Tuesday, you can earn enough stamina to last you through the entire week. Personally, I wait until Sunday before I spin the wheel. That way I know that I will have enough stamina to last the entire Hydra event. Well, that has been my guide to monsters. I hope you learned something new. If you did, feel free to subscribe, as I will be putting out more videos like this on different subjects within Evony. Everything from how to build a trap, the enigmatic science behind how the winner of a given battle is actually determined, what your troops do when you send them out to fight someone, and some other stuff. Apologies if this was a bit rough around the edges. This is my first video on YouTube, so I really have no idea what I'm doing. If you have any specific topic you would like me to cover, tell me in the comments, and I am likely to make a video about it. Cheers.